How's that type? Okay, so click and clack are sounds that are made by something. Okay, if you look at the picture on page 271, you'll see that there are 3 cows and a duck and a chicken standing in front of a device. Okay, this is called a typewriter. A typewriter is something that they used to write on in the past. We don't really use it today because we have computers. Okay, so this is something that they used to type on. This is called a typewriter. It's like a machine where they used to put a paper inside, and then they have in front like the keys for the keys or buttons with the letters. And when you want to write something, instead of writing it, you would type it. You would press on the letter and then it will write it for you. Okay, so this is called a typewriter. So you see here that the 3 cows are typing something on the typewriter. Okay, so remember, this week our story is about working together and how working together can make our lives better. Okay, and remember that the genre of the story is a fantasy. Remember, a fantasy is a made-up story. That means the story is not real. It was made in the author's mind, and the characters are also not real. How come, Miss Amy, we have cows and we have chicken in real life? How can they be not real? I mean, the characters are not real characters, and the characters will be doing things that can never happen in real life. So a fantasy is an imaginary story or a made-up story where the characters are made up and do things that can never happen. Here, the cows and the animals are typing something. Can animals and cows write letters? Of course not. Okay, so this is one of the reasons that the story is a fantasy. Let's see what the animals are typing and who they are typing the letter to. So the story or the book, the title is Click, Clack, Moo Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin. Okay, that means Doreen Cronin is the person who wrote the story, and she is the person, and Betsy Lewin is the person who drew the pictures for the story. On page 272, Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click clack moo, click clack moo, clickety clackly moo. Okay. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click clack moo, click clack moo, clickety clack moo. Okay, so here he's a farmer. A farmer is a person that lives on a farm. Okay, what does the farmer do? He either raises animals. Okay, he takes care of animals, and he raises them like chicken and cows and ducks and horses, or he plants fruits and vegetables. Okay, but he has a problem. His name is Farmer Brown. He has a problem. What's his problem? His cows like to type. Remember, type means to write something on the typewriter. And all day he hears this sound. Click clack moo, click clack moo, clickety clack moo. Okay, and he's like, I can't believe it. My ears? Cows that type? This is impossible. This is not real. Okay? And as you see here, he's not happy. He's very angry. On page 274, then he couldn't believe his eyes. Okay, he sees something on the barn, and there's a letter. They typed a letter to Farmer Brown. Let's see what they wrote. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We would like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Okay, remember, you guys, we know that when we write a letter to someone, we always begin it with the word dear. And then we write the name of the person that we're sending the letter to. So, and at the bottom you sign, the person who writes the letter signs. Okay, so this is how they started the letter. They said, Dear Farmer Brown. This is the greeting. And then they start to, and the letter says the barn is very cold at night. So they feel very cold and they would like some electric blankets. Blankets are things that you cover your body with when it's cold in winter. So they are asking Farmer Brown to bring them some electric blankets that are electric. Okay, electric means that you put it inside the plug to, like, you know, when you use the computer, we put the plug into the wall, into the thing, because we use electricity, right? So, and then they signed, "Sincerely the cows." Let's see. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? "No way," said Farmer Brown. "No electric blankets." So the cows went on a strike. They left a note on the barn door. So what did Farmer Brown say? He said, he's like, "It's enough. They already found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they want electric blankets? No way." So did the farmer agree to get them electric blankets? No. But they're cold. And he still said no. So what did the cows do? They went on a strike. Strike means they refuse to do their job. Okay? Of course, you know that cows give us milk and meat. Let's see what strike did they do. So they left another note on the door. "Sorry, we're closed. No milk today." Oh. So they went on a strike. That means they will not make milk for the farmer. And they left a note to tell the farmer that they are closed and they will not make milk. Let's see how Farmer Brown behaves. "No milk today," cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Okay, so they wrote him another letter, said, "Okay, you don't want to give us electric blankets? We will not give you milk. We're closed." So he got very angry. He said, "No milk today?" He was shouting, crying. And then he would hear the cows typing something in the typewriter. Let's see what they wrote. The next day, he got another note. "Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows." So the cows wrote another letter on the typewriter for Farmer Brown. What did they write? They said, "Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too." The hens are the mommy chicken, so that means they lay eggs. So they asked Farmer Brown that for electric blankets for the hens because the hens are cold. Let's see what Farmer Brown says. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. So the cows were growing impatient. The word impatient means they cannot wait anymore. So if I say be patient, patient means to wait for something quietly. Impatient means that they cannot wait quietly anymore. Okay, so they left another note on the door, or on the barn door. So what did they write? Closed, no milk, no eggs. So Farmer Brown refused to buy electric blankets for the cows, and he also refused to buy electric blankets for the hen. But they're cold, so they all went on a strike. Strike means they refuse to do their job. The cows refused to give Farmer Brown milk, and the hen refused to give Farmer Brown the eggs. "No eggs!" cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. So again, they went to the typewriter and they're writing him another note. Cows that type, hens on strike. Whoever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk or no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Okay, so he got very, very impatient. He started getting very angry. What did he say? He says, cows that type. Cows that are typing. They're writing letters on a typewriter. And hens on a strike. Hens that don't want to give me or lay eggs. Who heard of this? He's like, I've never seen anything like this before. So he said, how can I have a farm when I have no eggs and no milk? And he was very furious. Do you guys remember what furious means? Furious means he was very, very angry. So he was shouting, cows that type, hens on a strike. And he said, how am I going to have a farm with no milk and no eggs? And he was screaming, shouting. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. So what did Farmer Brown decide to do? He got his typewriter and he started to type his letter to the cows and to the hens. Let's see what he typed. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. So this time when he typed the letter, did he change his point of view? Did he agree to get them the electric blankets? No. So he wrote a letter, and the note said, Dear cows and hens, this letter is for cows and for the hens. There is no electric blankets. I will not get you electric blankets because you are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. He's asking for milk and eggs in a forceful way. He's asking, give me milk and eggs in a strong way. And he signed his name, Farmer Brown. Okay, Duck was a neutral party. Okay, so Duck was in the middle. Okay, he was not on the farmer's side and he was not on the cows and hens side. He was neutral. When you're neutral, you're not on this side or this side. So Duck was a neutral party. So he brought the ultimatum to the cows. So because Duck is not with the farmer and he's not with the cows and hen, he took the note to the cows. Okay, brought means to the past of bring. So he bring the note to the cows. Okay, it says here ultimatum. Ultimatum means like the letter that tells them that is demanding them to give the eggs and milk. Okay, like if I tell you, if you don't sit down quietly, you will not go to break. This is an ultimatum. It's like a warning. Okay, so he took this letter to show them the warning that Farmer Brown is giving them. He's demanding eggs and milk. Okay, on page 287. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. So all the cows had an emergency meeting. He asked all the animals on the farm to meet them, okay, because they had an emergency. They had a problem that needs to be fixed. So all the animals met together in the barn and they were talking, but nobody could understand moo, the cow. So all night, Farmer Brown was waiting for an answer. He was waiting for the cows and the hen to give him an answer. So Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. So the cow and the animals sent another note with Duck, and the Duck gave it to Farmer Brown. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. So the animals or the cows sent another letter to Farmer Brown. Okay, they said we will exchange. Exchange means to take something, to give the farmer something, and to take something. So they told Farmer Brown, we will give you the typewriter and you will give us electric blankets. And that's it. Okay, so okay, let's see what happened. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. So this time Farmer Brown agreed. Okay, he agreed to take the typewriter and to give them electric blankets. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. So the cows gave the duck the typewriter that they had, and he left the blankets for them at the door. Okay, now they all are covered with blankets and they are sleeping warmly in they are sleeping in the warm barn now because they are covered with electric blankets. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We would like a diving board. Sincerely the ducks. Click clack quack, click clack quack, clickety clack quack. Okay, so the next day the ducks decided to write another note to Farmer Brown. This time they're asking Farmer Brown for a diving board because the pond was boring. A diving board is like a board where they stand on it and then they jump into the pond because they felt bored. And then they typed the note on the typewriter and they sent it to Farmer Brown. Okay? Okay, so as we said this week, what is the theme or the idea of the story? The idea of the story is working together. So at the beginning, the cows wanted electric blankets, so they worked together by typing a letter to Farmer Brown and they sent it to him. And then the cows and hen wrote another letter to Farmer Brown because the hen also wanted electric blankets because they were cold. Okay, these are the clues that shows you that working together can make life better. Okay, let's see what is the first clue that we will be writing in the Your Turn book. The hens don't get the blankets they want, so they stop giving eggs. Okay, so the first clue, when the farmer refused to give them the blankets, the hen stopped giving them eggs. The farmer demands or asks the cows and the hen to give eggs and milk, and the cows meet to discuss this demand. So they had an emergency meeting. So what is the third clue? The clue is they decided to ask the farmer to exchange. They will give the typewriter to the farmer and they will take the blankets. So Farmer Brown agreed and he said this is a good deal. So these three clues shows you that when animals work together, they made their lives better. Okay? So this is what we'll be writing in the Your Turn book, page 274. Okay? And there's something else that we did in class, 281. Okay? This is something we took before, but we should revise it. Okay? So a caption. A caption, and sometimes in some stories we have pictures or photos, okay, that are part of the story. And below the picture, we usually have a sentence. So that's called photo and caption, or picture and caption. What is a caption? A caption is a sentence next to a photo, is a sentence next to a photo to explain the photo or the picture. Okay, so if you see here, if you look at the first picture, you'll see that there are some people picking up trash in in a park or in a playground. Let's read the sentence. The bakers clean up Green Park. Okay, so this is the caption that is near the photo. Okay, so this is the photo, a picture. Okay, and the caption says the bakers clean up Green Park. Okay, what are the bakers? The bakers are the names of the family. The baker is the name of the family. What are the bakers doing? They clean up Green Park. That means they are cleaning the park. Okay, so let's answer the questions. Who are the people in the picture? They are the bakers. So the answer here would be the bakers. Where are the people? From the caption, we'll find out that the bakers clean up Green Park. So where are they? They are in Green Park, or you can write in the park. Okay, so again, what is a photo and caption? A photo is a picture or a photograph, and a caption is a sentence that is near the photo or the picture, and it tells you about the photo or the picture. Okay, and the caption here was the bakers clean up Green Park. Who are they? They are the bakers. Where are they? They are in Green Park. Let's see picture number 2. Okay, this is picture number 2. You see a person talking or explaining, and she's beside a tree, and other people are listening. Let's see what the caption says. It says, Jane Tate told the class about taking care of trees. So, who is the person talking? Jane Tate. What is she doing? She's telling the class about taking care of trees. Who is that woman in the picture? You were right here, Jane Tate. What is she doing? She is telling the class how to about taking care of trees. That would be answer number 4. Okay? And I wrote it here, so just in case you guys didn't get what I was saying, this is the answer. Okay? And that's what we did today. Okay? So we discussed the story. We discussed that the theme is the idea or the message that the story is giving us. And this week's story is about working together and how when animals or tools or how when people work together, they make their lives better. It makes it easier. Okay? And we found clues from the story that shows you that the theme is working together. And the genre of the story in both stories were fantasies, because they are imaginary stories where the characters do things that can never happen in real life. And this page where we answer questions about captions. Okay, see you guys.